All right, Aries, here we go with my first sign of the 12 sign fly through. Here we go. You get fresh Steve. That's always good. So for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, the general reading, it may or may not resonate with you, but it's for January 2023. So, this is some powerful shit. Look at that, 3 of Swords there. It's a general reading, may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason, all right? Okay, January 2023, Aries. In my pre-shuffle, just look at this shit. 3 Swords. I hope you were paying attention to the monthly overview, because I'll tell you what, 3 Swords crossed by 3 Wands. Somebody has the urge to fix this, whatever this is. It's definitely pertaining to you. How do I know that? Because in the next set of cards, I've got the Sun crossed by the Queen of Tits, the best tits in the tarot. You, the Empress energy. This is like a dichotomy here. This is the Empress makes them happy, and they're sad that they don't have the Empress. I mean, that's like a real big bird, dumbed down way of explaining these cards, but I don't have to go any deeper than that. It's just a pre-shuffle anyway. It's just surface energy. Underneath that is judgment. Somebody wanting to, please, Queen of Tits, give me a second chance. Don't cover them up with your arm. Let me see them, right? That's what's going on here. Look, even Kurt, you could, please, Queen of Tits, right? I mean, that's what's here. That's what I've got on the surface energy anyway. We'll see what happens when we go deeper, but let's shuffle the deck. This is going to be a good reading. Here we go. I feel an urge to show you my tits. Okay? I feel an urge to fix 3 Swords that I don't even have with you. When I read that, that's just the surface energy. It's just a pre-shuffle. Me asking the universe what's going on with the soulmate cycle from the angle of Aries, and that's just on the surface. That's what's happening. We'll see. This first card out is before the cut. It's why the fuck are we here? Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Aries for January 2023, universe. Listen, you guys, this is a powerful year. I said it, I don't know if I said it in the extended or in the YouTube reading, but January is not going to be a forgotten month as the year goes on. It is not. 3 of Pentacles is why we're here. Again, children on the card, building a foundation. Can we try again? Please. It's like that. Man, they really want to see your tits. Metaphorically speaking, of course, maybe they really do, male or female. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm sure they're very nice. After that is the 9 of Pentacles. They've got to break free. They've got to solve that 3 of Swords. It's eating at them. Again, I reiterate, I hope you watch the damn overview reading for January. Because you're all over that shit. You really are. Everybody is. But it's, I'm grabbing a deck I didn't use for that reading. I don't think I did. I think I used the Animal deck and the Witches. 9 Pentacles. They got to break free. They just want a second chance. They're real, again, every time they think about you, it's 3 Swords. So, and they know you're something different. But in your case, in the angle of Aries, they're really feeling you. I mean, the Sun crossed by the Empress. I mean, seriously? With judgment underneath it? That's just the surface energy. The cut card should back up the pre-shuffle, and it does. This is an energy of liberation. It's an energy of somebody who has to break free of that 3 of Swords. That was Kurt Cobain in pain on the 3 Swords, yelling and screaming, right? They got to break free of that pain. I'm sure old Kurt would love to do nothing more than yell at Dave Grohl. I mean, I'm absolutely certain of it. But he can't. You can't hear him from the other side. All right, let's shuffle the deck. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's shuffle the deck. The soulmate cycle with the angle. From the angle of Aries for January 2023, universe. Give me a reading. Let's do this. Let's do it. We'll get this fly through the zodiac rolling here. All that shuffling, all that yammering, it's the overall energy of our reading. It's the 9 of Pentacles, and it's crossed by the Strength card. It's energized by the Strength card. Leo, forward movement. Leo energy. Heart chakra open. No, you're not dealing with a Leo. Leo energy means passionate forward movement. That's what this is. This is fortitude. But it's someone, I'm drawn to the mask falling off of this person. It's somebody here who's gotten real about and probably gotten real about the 3 Swords, about the fact that they really, you are the Queen of Tits, male or female, to this person. Got to get me some Empress. I mean, it's sort of the energy that's here. Our Our readings on the flip, I'm going to clarify with the witches. I don't know why. That's just what my intuition said to do. All right, let's go. Flipping the deck. And no, it's just my intuition. It's not a talking voice in my head. That would be a tumor. Right here's the energy around the connection, or possibly anyway. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here is how your person's behaving in the 3D. Right here's their soul. Right here is the message from the universe. It's red with the energy of your connection. Right here's the potential final outcome, which I suspect can be nothing but some kind of got to get me some Empress. I will clarify everything and throw some universe cards over the top. All right. Energy of your connection. After everything, oh, shut the fucking star. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I hope the fuck you watch the overview reading. I really do. And I would go get that damn extended too. Ugh, fucking hell. Do what you want. I don't fucking care. The star. This is coming together. I mean, there's just no other way to phrase this. Old Kurt Cobain on the Three of Swords got to have them tits on that Empress. And I mean, then the Sun card was there with the Empress. The Sun is a star. That's a star. It's all stars, and somebody got to liberate themselves by saying something, by opening up, by getting something with you, some kind of friendship, saying hi. I mean, it could be anything. It's going to vary for all of you, but it's already together with this. What the fuck? How are they behaving in the 3D? What are they doing? I'm surprised if I don't get the in their car card. It's in the car upright. I mean, I have no idea. Grabbing their phone upright. I don't know. Well, fucking hey, I did. That's what I got. I don't know what's here. I'm not looking. The Knight of Cups. Yeah. I mean, fuck my ass. It's going to be one of those readings where I say fuck my ass 900 times. It's the Knight of Cups. It is the I'm in my car upright or grabbing my phone upright. Yeah. How are they behaving in the 3D? Is they getting dressed, getting ready to go see if they can get some more of those Empress titties? I mean, it's the only way I can put it. With the star here and everything that's come out up to this point, I've got no other logical explanation, and it's in the energy. And not only is it in the energy, the universe is throwing quite literal cards. Okay. The soul, bookending the star. Can't be light without shade, right? It's fucking hell. It's balanced soul. It's just somebody's come to their senses here. It's justice. It's balanced energy in the soul. It means that this is actually, this balanced energy is why this is the I'm in my car, I'm grabbing my phone upright card, Knight of Cups, coming your way. The star is talking about destiny, and January is all about that. But it's like somebody who's come to their senses and said, I need to do something about that 3 swords. Remember the 3 swords that we opened the reading with at the beginning of the pre-shuffle? Kurt Cobain in pain had to have those Empress tits. Well, it's all the same here. It's all just coming out that way. Now, I'm not saying they're going to come bang you, right? They might try to do a grab or something. But I am saying that at the very least, with that 3 of Pentacles and the why the fuck are we here position, that they want something, some kind of friendship, I mean, anything. I don't know. This could be a scenario where someone makes up an excuse to come talk to you, but they're definitely doing it. Or for some of you, yeah, it's straight up dick chakra out at the door. I mean, you know, it's, yeah. Hidden energy, what's the universe want to tell us? Red with the star, the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, my God, what the fucking hell? I mean, it's what I already said. I already gave you the message from the universe with the talking I was doing just then, where I said it's like somebody came to their senses and just it's something they realized, and it's projecting outward. I hope you watch the overview reading. I truly do. They're going to help everybody I know. I always kind of gauge, don't tell the other signs this, okay? Shh. I always kind of gauge where my fly through of the zodiac is going to go for the month off of Aries, in particular, the first reading I pull. Because if the fickle old gal universe is going to be fussy, she's going to be fussy here, right at the beginning. And it could be because you have Jupiter in your sign right now. That's pretty powerful shit. Jupiter and Aries. And don't tell me, well, it's my person that's the Aries, Steve, not me. Guess what? You got a deep soul connection with somebody. You're attached to them. You are honorary their sign if you're a soulmate with them. So that's why I tell you all the time, this soulmate cycle is sponsored by Cancerian energy. The North Node was in Cancer when this started. Everybody's in honorary Cancer. It's why a lot of these runners are running. That's why a lot of runners run anyway. They hook up with a sign that is a little too touchy-feely. They're afraid to be vulnerable. They get all that energy drenched in them because you guys are connected. So you're connected with the astrology too. You become, your chart becomes, everything in their chart, your honorary that, and everything in your chart, their honorary that. And it all just blends together. That's what a connection means. So yeah, I mean, again, the element of Jupiter in Aries is pervasive throughout this entire month for sure. It's the undercurrent driving things. What's the potential final outcome? Red with the Knight of Cups. I told you, it's the High Priestess. Yep. That's actually communication with the energies around it. The energy is in context. It's red with the Knight of Cups. Somebody's working from the soul here. These two together are saying the same thing these two are saying. Now, I will say it's possible that they do make up an excuse to come talk to you and aren't like, standing at the door, dick chakra out. Right? It's possible. But there is a little bit of holding back, but this person is operating from pure soul energy. I've got it here. I've got it. And what they figured out is radiating out. The Star card here, very powerful. Let's see what the witches have to say. They have to liberate themselves from that Three of Swords. It's what we talked about in the damn overview reading. Okay. Why is the Star here? Let's talk to the witches. I love talking to the witches about readings like this, for sure. What's going on? Why is the Star here? Tell me about the Star. Okay. All right. Okay. So far, it's a pretty good reading, right? Okay. I mean, it's not like it's going to get bad or anything. The Star is crossed by the Nine of Wands. Nines are the end in tarot. Tens are the end, dead end. They lead to a new beginning. Nines are the end of the bullshit. I have to take in context. I try to give you transparency in my readings rather than just reading energy and having you go, oh, I totally believe it. Right? I try to show it to you. That's why when people come into Twitter and critique me and shit, it's always, 100% of the time, they weren't paying attention. Okay, so I'm showing you here. The context is the Ace of Swords is red with the energy of your connection. I have it on the table. I know what it is. So, that said, this is the end of the bullshit. It's the end of the wall. Somebody wants the sun that's on the other side. They're turning around. The time is here. I've got the sun back there. That's a star. I've got the star right there. I've got somebody right here who is radiating outward. The wall's coming down. It's about the number 9 here. And they're tired of this wall. I believe they are. I believe they are. What's on top? The Magician. Jesus Christ. I hope the fuck you paid attention to the overview reading. I think that's exactly where the Magician fell in the overview reading, except there was a Three of Swords there from another deck, from the animal deck. I think. I could be wrong. It's fine if I am. I just, again, and the odds of that happening, because I used the witches in since then and have shuffled it many times. Again, somebody needs to fix that Three of Swords. Why is the Magician here? The Lovers. Fuck my ass. Somebody listen, if they're not at your house right now or on your phone right now, I'm fucking surprised. I know you're all moving at different speeds on your timeline, so this could happen for you in January, maybe early February, but you're already together in the 5D. It's already happened. It's happening. It's here. We've been waiting for somebody to get their shit together and take down this wall. It's here. And the reason they're taking down the wall is because of the Three of Swords. Now, I do want to point out a little shade here. Three of Swords is not the best energy to show up in. All right? That's not your ideal. That said, I think it translates here as somebody still a little bit afraid of getting hurt, and they might hide some things. But this is definitely communication in the context that it falls in. Let's talk about this Knight of Cups. What I originally called the I'm in my car upright, or I'm grabbing my phone upright, and I shit myself when I pulled that card. I can't believe it. All right, the Knight of Cups. Let's go. Whole room stinks right now because I actually shit myself. Okay. Knight of Cups. Why is it here? Tell me about the Knight of Cups. Oh, I am going to... speaking for myself, listen, you can have all the faith or lack of faith you want. Speaking for myself, I am welcoming 2023 with open fucking arms and have been since the 11/11 portal. This is a year I've been waiting for. Let me tell you. All right, anything is likely here at Steve's Love Tarot in 2023. Anything can happen. It's going to be an awesome year. All right, Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. I'm already seeing the signs. Why is it here? This reading is fucking unreal. Four of Swords. Someone here needs to heal. I don't know if I've said this yet. Someone here needs to heal the Three of Swords. All right, this whole fucking reading is about the goddamn Three of Swords, which was the energy of your connection in the overview reading, and it was the card in the pre-shuffle on the surface energy here. This is an energy of healing. Someone has to come towards you. Their intuition is screaming at them, right? The same intuition that screamed at me that said clarify with the witches is screaming at them to say, hey, you need to go get those Empress titties. Okay, straight up. What's on top? Death card. Transformation. I don't know if I've said this yet, but they need to resolve that energy of that Three of Swords. Okay, are you picking up a pattern? Because I'm picking up a pattern here. I think the fickle old gal is just she's getting pissy with me. It's like, just end the reading, Steve. It's just going to say the same thing all the way through. Okay, I'm not going to end the fucking reading. Fuck you. Aries got a right to get a full-size reading just like everybody else, even though it's a goddamn repeat. Okay, why is the Death card here? The Four of Cups. Now that's interesting. They need to, I haven't said this yet, but they need to transform the energy of that Three of Cups or that Three of Swords from the pre-shuffle. I don't know if I've mentioned the Three of Swords yet. This Four of Cups is disappointment. It's a missed opportunity. Someone here has somehow, probably for the reasons I explained in the damn overview reading, figured out that, well, this boy figured out he should have banged that blonde, and that blonde is you. I don't care what color hair you have. It's what's on the card. Somebody wants to turn it around. He wants another crack at her. This card directly ties to the Three of Swords from the pre-shuffle and the fucking Judgment card. He want another crack at it. Okay. All right. Yeah. It's also telling you, by the way, if you want a message for you, you know, she'll give him another chance, but she's not whipping those tits out right away, right? Keep them in there. We need to have an adult conversation here. I used to tell Taurus this all the time about keeping those Taurus titties inside until we have an adult conversation. Somebody here needs to open up to you. So pay attention to that overview reading because that energy's there too. Let's talk about justice. All right, let's do it. Why is justice here? In the soul, this is beautiful energy. It's beautiful. You see how it kind of looks like the Two of Cups? The way the energy reflects, it's basically a Two of Cups on crack. It is when it falls here in this position in my reading. I often call the Two of Cups almost major arcana. This is a major arcana version of the Two of Cups. It's balanced. It's somebody who figured something. I think they figured something out here, of course, but it's much deeper than they want those tits. I mean, I'm just using that as a cheeky metaphor, but in reality, sorry, I spent Christmas with my mother. She's English, so all the English phrases are good. All I heard all weekend was English stuff. So I've been virtually in England all weekend. So I'm going to say things like cheeky and you lot and things like that. All right, justice. Here we go. All right. Why is it here? It's basically the major arcana energy of the Two of Cups when it lands there, and no fucking shit, no lie. It's the Six of Cups. Somebody here wants a second chance in the soul and in the 3D. This says the same thing. This says somebody here is feeling you, and I don't know if I've mentioned it or not yet, but it's here again. They want to resolve the energy of the Three of Swords. Okay? Oh, fucking hell. What's on top? Seven Cups. That's confusion. Why is it there? Four Wands. Some of your people, okay, you heard me, right? Rewind. I said that's confusion. Why is it there? It doesn't make any sense. It's cups. That's nice. But with the in the universe through the Four of Wands as to why it's there. Some of your people might be married. They're not quite sure. He's not quite sure how he can bang her, but he sure wants a crack at it. Okay. If they're not married, if your person's single, they're just trying to, again, they know what they want to do. They're feeling you, somebody from the past coming into your present. There's definitely a soul contract of some kind here. There's something greater than the energy on the table driving this, okay? Driving them towards you. It's much more than he got a heart on. Okay, it's way more than that. Okay, it's beyond that. There's something else here. There is a stable, it's not that they're not coming towards you, it's that there's some energy that represents stability on their side that they're worried about how they're going to take care of, how they're going to deal with that, or how that's going to like them coming toward you. Could be any of that, but it's not stopping them. Okay? It's in the back of their mind. Basically, their soul was tied to some other energy, but it's not tied to that energy anymore. It doesn't mean they're not together with that energy, or that energy isn't still around them. It just has no effect on them anymore, right? It's like a couple that just, reads a book and falls asleep and just kind of grunts to each other, sort of a thing like that. It's like that. There's no real attachment to the third energy anymore. Okay, Ace of Swords. I swear, don't make me mention the Three of Swords again, universe. This is the message from the universe, the Ace of Swords. Somebody here, just some huge truths. And this energy is less resistant to it than the core and than the majority of the runners are in this cycle. So in the angle of Aries, there's a greater force that's driving them towards you. So they're less resistant to it because this is flowing nice. All right, it really is. In fact, I see it with the Magician here on top of the Star card. All right, why is the Knight of Swords? Why is the Ace of Swords here? Oh, maybe it is forward movement. I'll be shit if I get a Knight of Swords here. Oh, almost. This is even better than if I got a Knight of Swords, my little Freudian slip. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Ace of Swords. It's crossed by the Ace of Swords. It's crossed by itself. What's that? Remember Ghostbusters? Right? Not the new one. Fuck that remake movies. They could kiss my ass. If they remake Back to the Future, I'm leaving Hollywood. They better not. If they in Ghostbusters, if they cross the streams, right? There's something about don't cross the streams. Something bad would happen, right? With the gun and all that. That's what this energy is. It's explaining a little bit about this over here, the Seven of Cups with the Four of Wands. Something's gone completely beyond catawampus. Our phrase here at Steve Love Tarot is batshit catawampus. Okay, catawampus by itself is send lawyers, guns, and money. Batshit catawampus is I be send the military. It's like that. There's two truths that have been realized here on two sides, and again, this is saying the same thing that this is saying. It's causing some kind of, there's somewhere in between here is like a tower energy type thing, because this is real heavy. It's real heavy energy. So I think there's something else, some other third energy that they're worried about. Either worried about it when they just come towards you, or worried about what they're going to do with it if you do agree to bang them. Okay, something like that. But I don't think they care. In other words, when you cross the stream, some sort of explosion happens. It's a bit like that. It's something just very explosive energy here. What's on top? The Ten of Swords. Yeah, somebody wants to turn, this is read with the Magician. Somebody wants to turn this around, okay? Turn this around. This is an energy of alchemy led into gold before this thing is dead. Again, I encourage you to watch the overview reading. This is a very similar message to what's in the overview reading. All right, I suspect if you're an Aries, that reading and its extended pertain to you greatly. Also, the 10 swords on top of this, one of the things, it's what I just said. There's something that they need to put an end to, and they're coming toward you before there's 10 swords in that. They're coming toward you anyway. There's one thing they don't care if it's dead. There's another thing they don't want to die. All right? And that's obviously your connection, with the star being here in your connection. Why is 10 swords here? 5 cups. Yeah, I believe it. Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? This card is 5 cups. Look at her. Look at her. All right? Those are not Empress titties, by the way. Okay? But, no, why did I say that? I make jokes, but the jokes are part of the energy. Okay? Somebody here fucked up. All right? They fucked up. It's red with the Lover's card. It's just verifying what I said about the Ten of Swords. Somebody here feels small and stupid because there's a shitload of, it's not even regret. It's just, I said there's an explosive energy, two Ace of Swords, the beams have crossed. Okay, there's two things. It's very powerful. It's very powerful. It's a more powerful depiction of two Ace of Swords crossing than the Two of Swords is. The Two of Swords is a minor arcana card. These are two aces. So again, there's two separate truths happening here, and they're big. It's apocalyptic shit. Okay? And when I say that, both of these cards have kind of an apocalyptic look to them, don't they? Yeah. All right? So if you want to know what your person's thinking and feeling, that's what they're thinking and feeling. Because they could have had this. Or, phrased another way, they could have banged the little blonde one over there, but they didn't. Now they want another crack at it. And there's not a lot stopping them. I'm not going to lie to you. There's not a lot. I don't see a whole lot of... This is bullshit. They don't even care about that. There's confusion as well here about whether or not they can have, or you're even still interested. Okay, there is confusion about that. Whether they can even have a happy new beginning with you, or there's going to be any stability. I suspect that's insecurity on their part based on this. That's why I made the cracker. Those aren't Empress titties. She a little insecure, right? She's not outside waving those things around. She's hiding them. She's got her legs up and hiding them. Hey, look, I don't joke about anything. It's not in the energy. I am who I am. I read energy how I read it. This is the same way I read it in person. All right? It is. There's a little insecurity here, a little bit, about whether or not that they can do this. Whether he's worried whether he can. You know, he already ran from her one time. Why? What's to stop him from running again? I don't know. I suspect there's just this driving force here. There's all sorts of just, the energy is flowing on that High Priestess. Let's pull on it. Let's take a look. Now this High Priestess is red with these cards here. Knight of Cups, the Death card, the Four of Cups. Why is there change? Why is there transformation? Because somebody's disappointed. All of it, all roads lead back to the Three of Swords we opened with in the pre-shuffle. And that's very rare in my readings. Usually the pre-shuffle is just bullshit surface read, right? This, even deeper, the energy deep down, all leads back to the pre-shuffle. At the end of the day, the way I did the pre-shuffle, which is very unique for me to just kind of sum it up like that and dumb it down into just some bullshit wisecrack, is really what's going on here. You know, it really is. It's that simple. Please give me another crack at those tits. All right. High Priestess, final outcome. It's flowing energy. So, I mean, yeah, I believe it. It's the Hanged Man. By the way, I looked under it. It's crossed by the devil. Okay? Somebody here let some kind of past energy, a third energy that they're no longer attached to, got in the way. Somebody here has been on some kind of serious spiritual journey. I know that from two Ace of Swords crossing in our lead-in cards. Somebody's coming out of the Hanged Man here. I think they hold back a little bit, though, when they talk to you. I'm still getting that. All right? I want you to make sure that they open up enough for you. Okay? I do. I want you to make... You do what you want, but you deserve somebody... You deserve the Knight of Cups. They better not show up as a page. What's on top? Wheel of Fortune. Again, Wheel of Fortune is red with the Death card. I'm not sure why I did it, but now I am. I translated these cards while I was shuffling for these cards one more time. Why is there change? Why is there transformation? Because somebody's disappointed, right? They want another shot. It's because of that Three of Swords. Wheel of Fortune right here. Somebody wants to turn this around. And they're being pushed to do it by a force stronger than their excuses, stronger than their fears. And I know that because of the Strength card that's right here with the Nine of Pentacles. They've got to break free of that Three of Swords, and the Strength card is here. The energy of the Strength card is all over this reading. Why is the Wheel here? Why is that here? Wheel of Fortune, by the way, is at 10 in the Major Arcana. That's an important thing for me to mention. 10s are the end, dead end that lead to a new beginning. So that makes, because I'm noting the 10, that makes that wheel a 180-degree turn. That means somebody who's been quiet is about to be unquiet. I still think they're holding back some stuff. And I see it here. At the end of the day, it's the King of Wands. Why is the Wheel of Fortune on top of the High Priestess? who usually keeps secrets and keeps her card close to the vest because they're letting some of the secrets out, but not all. The King of Wands, right here, this person's very afraid of getting their ego hurt. So, again, can't have light without shade. The real shade here it's not even that bad. It's just somebody who's going to puff up a little bit. Again, I said it earlier, they might make up an excuse to come talk to you rather than just come in and man up, and this boy, man or woman up, and this boy standing up and saying, you know what, I'm sorry I dissed you before, let's bang now. Like that. You know, I don't think you're going to get the Knight of Cups. I think that's symbolic. I think what you get is a bit of a King of Wands, a little bit, but I don't see it as that bad. I don't have a page on the table. Okay? Now, obviously, you do what you want. But I think there is some explaining to do. I think this person needs to open up, like I said in the overview reading for the month. So let's pull 3 cards. It's a good reading. It's nice. They are afraid of getting hurt. There is some confusion. I told you already in the soul position. One of the energies here, there is some confusion about whether or not they can even have 4 wands with you. Okay? You may tell them to fuck off. She looked like she's going to do that. All right? And they do feel small next to you. And she is small next to the Empress. All right? Like it or not. At the end of the day, you know, it's that kind of energy. It's either penis envy or titty envy. One or the other. Okay? Yours are bigger. Let's put it that way. The DF, it makes the DM feel small and stupid, but there's an energy that is, so they puff up. But there's an energy greater than anything. It doesn't even feel like a soul I called it that earlier, but it's not really what it is. It's, I don't know. It's like magic. I would just call it magic. I don't know. I think, well, here's the magician, right? It's the only way I can read it. It's like they show up in a puff of smoke or something. You're not even expecting this shit. Because as far as you're concerned, you know, it feels like kind of things are dead. I just watch these readings because I don't have anything else to do. You know, I got in the habit. But no, that's not why you're watching the readings. You know, there's still a shred of energy there. If there were no energy left, no matter how entertaining you may find me, you're not going to sit around and watch tarot readings. All right? You wouldn't. All right. Give me, so it's either energy, people who watch the readings, they have energy around from a soulmate cycle or a soulmate connection they're having in the moment, or they can pick up, maybe they're very intuitive, and they can pick up or at least know that there's a new one coming at some point, and any reading is future influence. You know? So this can all be future influence. If you're watching going, haha, this guy's a sucker. I don't have a fucking soulmate right now. Nobody ever ran from me. Guess what? This is future influence for you then. Because nobody's here for no reason. Let me tell you. All right. I know, a double negative. Anyway. All right, here we go. All right. Pull from the bottom, 6 swords, 5 swords, really? And the King of Pentacles. And it's crossed, 5 swords is crossed by the Ace of Pentacles. That's a weird energy because it's all coming at me at once. It rattled me. I wasn't even sure. These 2 cards are tied together. You can see the color, the energy match here. They're tied together. This is the base energy. Somebody's not going to, yeah, it's just talking about the King of Wands. Somebody's going to try to come in and puff up a little bit and not tell you how they feel because they're insecure. That's all. That's all. But the way they've been living, whatever represents security for them, doesn't represent it anymore. This King of Pentacles is red with these 2 cards. So, because they're tied together. Normally it would just be red with the 6 of Swords. But whatever's on their side, whatever third energy was attached here, it's no longer making them comfortable. Especially under this energy, whatever it is. There's some other kind of weird, strange magic going on here, right? Maybe you should listen to ELO's Strange Magic. I don't know. Anyway, that's your reading. This is nice. It's a good way to start my fly through the zodiac. I don't know where it's going to go for the rest of the signs, but I'm sure glad we opened big. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Good luck.